Hello friends, this is Sandeep and this is my first YouTube video wherein I'll be talking about the additional family information form which we need to fill once we receive the ITA from Saskatchewan or SINP government. Then we need to upload few documents and additional family information or uh, IMM 5406E is one of them. So let's talk about this form, how we need to fill this form. First thing first, let we need to fill this form for the principal applicant and their spouses as well. If there is any dependent who is below 18 years, then you actually are not required to fill this form. You need to fill this form only for the principal applicant and for their spouses. We need to fill this form in English as well as in our native language. For example, if you are from India, then you need to fill in this form in Hindi language as well. So first we'll fill the form in English language, then I'll tell you how we can fill in the form in another language. So let's get started. For example, I'm filling this form firstly for the primary applicant and I am considering myself as a primary applicant. So like Deep, to fill information for primary applicant over here, then date of birth. You can enter any date of birth you want to put in here, then country or territory of birth. You need to put the country of birth. Then you need to provide the complete present address like house number, then probably gully number or apartment number, I would say. Then your city. I would also suggest you to enter the pin code here, and then we also need to provide the country over here. Okay. You also need to mention the email address over here as well at the rate gmail.com. So you can enter your email address over here. Then we need to fill in information for our spouse, which can be your wife or your husband. So I am taking XYZ as the name of my spouse. Marital status should be married here. If you are married, and you can choose according to your situation. But since I am married, so I am choosing married physically present over here. Then you need to enter the same information for your spouse as well. You need to enter the date of birth, country and territory of birth. Then again the correspondence address, the email address of your spouse. So if your spouse does not have any email address, you can simply mention not applicable over here. But if your spouse has a valid email address, then I would suggest to enter your spouse email address over here. Then we need to add information for our mother. The name of the mother, marital status, obviously is married. Then again, we need to enter the date of birth, country or territory of birth, present address, and for most of the cases we might not have the valid email address for our parents, so we can simply write not applicable over here. I would suggest to not leave any field blank over here. If you don't have the information, then you need to simply write the not applicable, but don't leave any field blank over here. Then you need to fill in the information for your father, marital status, date of birth, country, and other information which we have already filled for mother and father. I mean, you need to fill the same information, the present address and the email address. I hope everything is clear till now. Then on the next section, we need to fill in information for our children. If you have any dependent children, then you need to fill in the information. If there is nothing to be filled in here, then you can skip this section or you can leave it blank. No need to enter not applicable uh, here, as you are not filling in any field. So if there is no children, then you can simply skip this section. But if you have children, then as we put information under this section A, then you can put the same information for your children under section B. For example, like let's see, uh, ABC is the name of my children. Marital status would be single. So I am going to select single. Then date of birth. Country, present address would be same as of yours. So you can simply copy and paste the address. Your children might not have the valid email address, so you can simply write not applicable over here. If you have more than one children, you can fill in the information, but if you have only single child, then no need to fill in the remaining details over here. You can simply leave them as blank. Then we'll move forward to brothers and sister. We will enter information of our siblings, the main applicant sibling. Like if you have one brother or one sister, you can enter information of your brother and sister over here. But if you don't have any brother or sister, you can simply leave this section as blank. Then you need to take a printout of this form, do signature here and enter the date over here. Then you are done with IMM 505406 form. So this is the form which we filled for the primary applicant. Same ways you need to fill the form for secondary applicant or for your spouse. So there are few things which we should consider or we should keep in our mind while filling the form for our spouse is like the applicant, once when we are filling the form for our spouse, then spouse would become applicant over here. So this is your spouse name. Okay. And then this is the applicant, main applicant. So the information would interchange when we are filling this form for our spouse. So this is the main confusing point, and I got a lot of question around this, like when we fill in this information for our spouse, what should we enter under applicant? So keep in mind, when we are filling this form for our spouse, we need to enter her name or his name over here, and the primary applicant, we become the spouse. So this is the main thing you need to consider. Rest, all the information would remain same. And the second most important thing, like, is once you are filling this form for your spouse, then you need to enter the brother and sister information of your spouse. You don't need to repeat or you don't need to enter the information of sibling of primary applicant. Rather, you need to enter the sibling information of your spouse when you are filling it for your for the secondary applicant or secondary applicant or for the spouse. Okay, so I hope you are clear till now. The last most important thing is that you need to complete all names in English and your native language. So we have filled the form in English language, but how can we fill the form in our native language? What you need to do, you need to simply remove the names information from this form. Let every other information be same. You just remove the names information from this form and take a printout of this form. Then once you have the printout, you can simply write the name in your native language or in your Hindi language over the printout, and then scan that printout and upload the document. So you just need to remove the information, name information from this form, take out a printout, simply write the name again in your native language, do a scan, and then upload the scanned form. So I hope this information is quite helpful. Uh, I would request you to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon button. And if there is any specific topic on which you want me to make a video, then please mention in the comment section. Guys, please subscribe. Thank you. Thank you for your time.